Welcome to this mini course. I'm your host, Damon Nelson, and today we're going to talk about how to auto-magic G-Site publishing with ZimWriter, AI Master, and GSF2. In case if you don't know what GSF2 stands for, it's Google Site Factory version 2. We're going to discover today how to publish these ZimWriter articles across your network of G-Sites using powerful combination of AI Master and GSF2. This is a step-by-step guide that will kind of streamline your entire workflow, and it's going to help you reach a wider audience than just your WordPress. So let's get started. So this is the basic workflow that we use to create G-Sites with AI content. First, we do keyword research. I'm going to show you on ZimWriter how to use the topical authority in ZimWriter and how to enhance that topical authority inside of AI Master. Then we're going to paste the content that we enhanced, and we're going to paste it into ZimWriter's bulk writer, and we're going to use the search intent focus, we're going to set our settings, and even possibly use a style mimic. And then we're going to import the finished articles into AI Master. This is the real power because we're going to do some media enhancement, and then we're going to export it to a media encapsulated zip file. And then finally, we're going to use the GSF2 to create the G-Site and then auto-magic publish the pages that we built inside of ZimWriter. Very easy to do, but you have to follow the steps. So let's get started. So just a quick overview. What is AI Master? If you've never heard of it, it is a very robust, and I say robust, we do AI writing, we do AI enhancement, we do rewriting, and we do media enhancement, all inside the software. Originally, it was designed to work with ZimWriter, importing their articles, doing all the media enhancement, and then publishing. And we have taken it several steps further to publish on other mediums. So very excited about showing it to you today. GSF2, Google Site Factory 2, the version update was, I guess it came out earlier this year, but I have been working very closely with the developer and Patrick Tuttle and his team in making it work with the AI Master zip files that we can send it to automatically make these pages. So we have a streamlined workflow. The result is we've got synergy. You could transfer your AI content through AI Master and GSF2 into Google Sites on different Google accounts, building virtually a mini PBN with Google Sites. Okay, so step one is keyword research. Now, at the end, I'm going to show you every one of these steps, but I want you to get an idea of the strategy involved first, and then I'll show you the tactics. So, number one, we are going to get a topical authority from ZimWriter to identify some high-performing keywords and topics for a particular subject matter. That's what we'll build the G-Site with. Then we're going to micro-enhance the outline focus prompt inside of AI Master that will take the topical authority CSV and slightly tweak it to make you get better results with your blog post. And then I'll just show you the quick way. You're going to do a quick review, change anything you need, and save it. And once you save it and copy it, it's a one-step process, and then we're going to bulk write it in ZimWriter. You're going to just simply paste the keywords into the bulk writer. You're going to customize your settings for bulk writing, and I'm going to show you how we do it because it's what I have found the most efficient way of doing it and the cheapest way of doing it. Then we're going to add a style mimic. Now this is optional, but I've found that sometimes writing with certain styles, it gives you a little bit better rapport with the audience. It makes it a little bit more friendly and engaging. I've got several of them that I've shared with the group, and this is pretty easy to do. You just choose them and go. Then you click the button to start it. And once it finishes, then we go into the media enhancement part of AI Masher. So first off, you're just going to import and enhance. You're just simply choosing the files that you just finished with ZimWriter, and you're going to leverage AI Masher's image creation tool and media packs to enrich the content. Okay? Once they're in the publisher, we have a full AI HTML editor that you can do a lot of formatting, grammar checks. You can do bullet points, tables, lists. You can even generate new AI images inside the editor. But if you have a process, which we do, we want to do voiceovers. We want to possibly do anchor text and listicles to a group of articles. So what we've made are these article editing templates. And I'll show you how we're doing it. We're going to just apply a template. Primarily, I do this for voiceovers. So I can put in hundreds of articles, choose them all, run one template. It will make the voiceovers. I come back after lunch. They're ready to go. Okay. Then you're going to just review each of the articles. Now, you don't have to do this, but I like to do this. I also have my VA do it. It's put an eyeball on the articles just to make sure they look good. Occasionally, you'll see 2 or 3 images grouped together, or it may break a bulleted list. It's one of those things that you really should edit or at least review the article before you publish it. Okay? And then simply you just select the ones that you want after you're done publishing, after you're done editing, and we'll save them into an HTML media encapsulated file set. And that means that the media is all embedded in the HTML. So you don't have to have image storage or audio storage or anything. We do all the storage and we provide the links into the media embed. And it saves it into a zip file. And step 4, this is the last step, but it's probably the most important as far as getting it into G-Sites, is you want to import the zip file. You just simply choose it. Okay, they've made a custom AI Masher import for it, and you just drop it in, and then you're ready to customize your G-Site. You want to look at the page titles, and then you want to set up a G-Site. It is very step-by-step, cookie-cutter formatted, but you got to follow the right format here. Okay, once you do that first batch of sites, and we recommend do 5 to start with, 5 articles. The reason is it will, one, it's going to populate the site, but then that way you'll make sure that everything's running okay. And then we drop in 10 articles or 20 articles next. But before you do that, you want to save your work so that you can use this posting template multiple times throughout the year to post into this Google site. And you just simply repeat the process. If you want more articles, you just add more zip files in there. Try to only do 10 to 20 at a time and then move on. Let the software run. Now, it's going to run on your PC and it will look like a human is actually inputting this. They do that intentionally. So it's not an API, and there's no API whatsoever with Google. So you have to input, in terms of service says, you can automate the input as long as it is at the speed and style of a human inputting it. So that's what they do. It looks like a human is inputting it, and you can just watch it, or in my case, I'll go to lunch or I'll leave it running overnight. To do 5 articles, it probably takes about 15 minutes. To do 20 articles is probably going to take about 30 minutes. Now, you could still use your computer, but I caution you is don't click on the box that's working because you might stop something midway. Okay? Then once you're done, you're going to go in and customize and polish up your Google site, make any final adjustments to layout, design, and structure. Okay, so once you have your Google site, here's some things that I want you to do. I want you to add a table of contents. Now, with our package, with the Google Site Factory version 2, you're also going to get another tool called the Google Sitemap Maker. And it will actually build you a sitemap and a table of contents that you can insert directly into the home page. Very cool. And then you're going to edit pages to make them more visually engaging. Now, the way that Google Site imports images from the Google Drive, it puts them all, I would say, in a small format. So you can change this very easily. They got pull toggles on all the images, on all the embeds and everything. It does take probably 2 to 3 minutes per post to do it, but I think you're going to get better results if it is visually engaging. Then you're going to add a local page embed. Now, this is from RSS Masher. This is purely optional, but what this does is it gives you authority links, and because it's RSS Masher, it is feeding RSS feeds into the local page, and it's mixing it with your own static links. So you're using your Google site as a backlinking tool to not only other Google sites and other Google properties, but to your own WordPress or websites. Okay. Then you're going to add other Google properties for internal links. Again, this is optional, but you could put in like Google Slides, Google Calendars, Google Sheets, even Keep Notes and Docs. This is also when you might want to drop in some YouTube videos. And they make it very easy, especially on the homepage, which I'll show you, is putting in YouTube videos, putting in real quick designs with your Google properties. Very easy to use. I encourage you to do a couple of these. The first time it's going to take you probably an hour. The second time it's going to take you about 15 minutes. And as you do more of these, they're just really easy to do. Most of my Google sites have anywhere from 20 articles to 40, however many I make with the topical authority. So let's continue. Here are some ideas for future-proofing your Google site. Build high-quality content. This is why I use the topical authority to get ideas and topics around a general keyword that we're focused on. But we're going to solve problems. We're going to answer the audience's questions. Also, you want to optimize for search engines. So that means you want to use relevant keywords, write in clear and concise description, optimize the images. The thing that we do with AI Masher is we will put meta tags in with the images. So that's already done for you. You want to submit a sitemap to Google Search Console. Google does not do sitemaps anymore for their Google sites, which is kind of silly. But you're going to get a tool that actually makes a sitemap that you can submit to Google Search Console. Then you want to promote your site naturally, engage with your audience, and you want to consider doing some paid advertising to the Google site and also put it into some Web 2.0 properties. You want to make sure it's mobile. Now, Google does make everything mobile responsive on these Google sites. But again, you want to make sure that the images are laid out correctly. And I'll show you how to kind of do a quick check for mobility. Okay. And then you want to just keep your site updated. Keep publishing content to it. There are no plugins for it. And you want to be consistent with your posting. And that's why we've kind of worked a deal with the Google Site Factory guys to save your template so that you can load it again and then load more zip articles in there. Okay, so here's the benefit. It's going to save you time. Definitely streamlining a content distribution process. If you want to do it manually, check out our Geek Out Fridays from August 2nd, 2024, and I show you how to do posting with your media enhanced articles from ZimWriter using AI Masher. It does take a little bit of time to manually post, and there's some benefits to doing it automagically with the Google Site Factory. Okay, it's going to increase your visibility both on your site and on your social. It is very efficient. Once you get it all set up, it's just set it up, hit the button, let it run, don't mess with it. and then it will finish and tell you it's done. Okay, so let's demo everything. And I'm going to pull up a screen. You're going to look over my shoulder. I'm going to show